Well, today I've got a great lesson for you because despite it sounding complex, it's actually quite an easy song to learn. Now, the biggest challenge you might face is, I suspect, the rhythm part rather than actually playing the chords, because it works in quite a natural way down the fretboard. So I hope you'll enjoy learning this one. So we're in standard tuning: E, A, D, G, B, E, and we don't have a capo on. Now the chord progression is really interesting in this one because we're starting on a G sharp minor and then moving on to the G augmented and then kind of like an F sharp suspended with the 6th, I believe, and then down to an F7 sort of variant and ending on an E major 7. Now it's quite a creative use of this chord progression, so come check it out with me now. We're going to start with our G sharp minor. Now, it's important to note there that I'm barring that on the 4th fret on the 2nd and 3rd string. It doesn't matter about the 1st string because we're not playing that. We're only actually playing with the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string in this song. So we're going to start off with that bar on the 3rd and 2nd string with our index finger. So you should hear that's 3rd and then 2nd. And you're going to add your ring finger up to the 6th fret of the 4th string. So that's our G sharp minor. So what we're going to do is move our middle finger onto the 5th fret of the 4th string and take off our ring finger, and that will make a G augmented. So it's G sharp minor, G augmented, so that's 4, 3 and 2. The same on the 3rd and 2nd string, both barred there. Then we're going to move our bar up to the 4th string as well, so 4th, 3rd and 2nd. All on the 4th fret. And then the next one is going to be, rather than using a bar, which you could do with your ring finger, it's a little bit more complex once we get down to the lower notes. So what you're going to do is add your ring finger and pinky onto the 4th fret of the 2nd and 3rd string. So keeping those same notes as we've already used, and this time adding our middle finger onto the 3rd fret of the 4th string. So it's kind of like an F7. So we go from our F sharp suspended onto our F7, and then an E flat major 7. We're going down from our 3rd fret of the 4th string down to the 2nd fret. So now you've got 2nd fret of the 4th, 4th fret of the 3rd and 2nd string. So the chords there: G sharp minor, G augmented, F sharp suspended, F7, E flat major 7. Now let me play the rhythm for you just so you can get a bit of an idea of it, and then I'll slowly teach it to you because it takes a little bit of time to get your head around. So it's really that simple. That's how you play the chords together. So let me show you the rhythm now, which will take a bit of time, but it's really worth working out because it's quite funky once you get the hang of it. So I'll first show you the rhythm of the first chord. So it's going to be 1 and 2, and we're going to mute that. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So playing on the 1st, 2nd and 3rd beat, and then on the and after the 3rd beat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And on that and after the 4, we're going to go down to our next chord. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we're going to go back to that original pattern: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that second bar, just as I showed you before, will be on the and after the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's a very quick turnaround. So from the start, slowly. So you'll notice there that I'm muting almost every single time I'm playing the 3rd and 2nd string. So that last one there, I'm letting ring out, and then back to our muting. So that next chord, just all across the 4th fret, 4th, 3rd and 2nd string. And then that same pattern as we did for the 2nd bar, down to our F7. So that's actually our whole intro. So I'll show you the intro now. It's just a very quick one. And then we're going to go straight back up. So replacing our index finger with our ring finger. Pluck there on the 3rd fret of the 4th string and slide up to the 6th fret and then pluck again. And that starts the pattern again. So the whole intro there is. Then we're going to go and slide back up as we get into the first verse. So it's not too difficult once you get your head around the rhythm. So then we're going to play a little bit further on for the pattern as we go into the verse. And then keep on going. So that last part, after we've gone, then we're going to slide our index finger down again. So that whole pattern that we play for the first 2 bars will stay on that. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... But this time, if you want to at the very end, you might want to go... So... adding that on at the end, and then you go... So it changes the pattern there a little bit just with the rhythm there. So we're not doing the quick, we're going. And then at the very end you're going to go. So middle finger first time, 4th fret of the 4th string, then ring finger and ring finger again. And back to the pattern. So that timing of the last one will be, as you've already seen, and then so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and as we go at the very end we're just going to go so. And that will take us back to the start. So slowly I'll play it for you. And you might want to play along with me. And a little bit quicker. And then so on. So you just want to repeat that rhythm throughout the whole song. That pattern really stays the same after that change from the intro. So the intro is a little bit shorter and then that whole rhythm will be played throughout the whole song. And that's kind of it to the whole song. So I hope you've enjoyed learning that. And if you have, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can see more updates when new tutorials are out. But otherwise, I'll see you next time.